because I'm here with Dom today, we thought that it would be a nice idea to also talk about the cost of living, especially after all of the inflation news which are going around in the media, which of course makes many people nervous, and it might be helpful for you to know it from somebody who is already living in Germany, is seeing different kind of prices, seeing different kind of situations, and what the reality on the ground is. Because of course, the experience as a student is much different than the experience of a house owner, than the experience of somebody who has a house and who has to drive a car to places and things like that. So all of those things we want to discuss about in this video. So just to give you some kind of background, previously in Germany, we used to have a blocked account amount of 720 euros per month before November 2019. From November 2019, it became 861 euros. And then afterwards, now from 1st January 2023, you have 934 euros that you have to put inside the blocked account per year. This means that when the authorities give you your residence permit, they calculate how much money you have in the blocked account, and then they divide it by 934 to see how many months they can give you the residence permit for. And for the visa, anyways, you have to show the full 12 months in the starting, right? So now you see that the price increases have been there, right? And you might be like, okay, like, now the studying in Germany is costing so much more, and what we should do about it, and like maybe Germany is not a good option anymore, things like that. I think what you said is also like very important, that you have to remember that this is still your money. The government is just trying to make sure that when you come to Germany, you don't have to worry about the expenses, and you can choose how you want to deal with your money. If you want to burn all of it, which is not a smart idea, you can do that. If you want to save it, and you can also have a part-time job and stuff, that's also something that you can do, because you have complete control over your own money.
Exactly, and as you also can see, the periods of changes, they really try to have it quite constant. So this is something what we also see. For what you can use it then, or talking about the general expenses overview, it's really hard to say, because you have to check which city you are living, and of course also about your lifestyle. Yeah, talking about rent could be the first thing. Are you living in a shared place, for example, or you prefer to live alone, or something like this? Then of course you can plan between 300 up to more than 700 euro per month. Of course, it's also important if you eat at home and cook by yourself, or if you always try to eat somewhere outside. This is of course also more expensive. If you're traveling, these are also increasing costs. The really great thing is, when being a university student, you will have your semester ticket. And this allows you also to travel with a semester ticket. And we also have this 49 euro ticket here in Germany. So this is also quite affordable, I would say. Food and drinks outside, of course, is something I've already mentioned. What you also have to pay is the health insurance. With Techniker Krankenkasse, it starts from 117,50 euro up to a bit more than 120 euro. But you will have full access to the healthcare system here in Germany, which means if you want to go to the dentist, you can go to the dentist. You will also receive a 40 euro professional teeth cleaning support, which is also really great. If you like to party, of course, these are unexpected costs sometimes. This is something you can, of course, also calculate. I would say you can plan between 850 euro up to 1,500 euro, really depending on your lifestyle.
Yeah, of course. And I mean, also talking about all of the news from inflation and stuff, right? So, like you guys must have already known, with all of the bombings with the Nord Stream 2 and stuff, and like no longer the gas is coming from Russia, things like that, that the prices for gas has increased. And like in the actually right now it is like still not bad. Like in the middle, it had gotten a really, really bad, like with the petrol prices and everything. But like now I was like just driving my car, and I saw like previously I was seeing prices of like 2 euros 20, and now it's back to like 1 euro 70 or something, 1 euro 68. So that's already a big relief, because before all of those things, the prices were like 1 euros 20. So like the prices have still come down after all of these things were hyped up completely. So yes, of course, if you're driving a car, and if you're driving a car which is drinking a lot of petrol, like you will feel it a lot more. If you are living in a very big house which is using gas heating or like the oil heating, so you need to buy this like heating oil, and you need to put inside the house, you need to buy a lot of it, and like it becomes very expensive. But if you're using a Wärmepumpe, or like this, it's like a fan which kind of like, does the heating and stuff. So that's then going to be cheaper. So like there are these kind of like nuances that you have to kind of watch out for. So of course, if you're coming in as a student, like, the most of the things that you will see which have increased are the supermarket prices. So like something which was 79 euros is now 99 euros or 89 euros, things like that. Like that's the price increases that we are seeing. If you're living in a dorm anyways, then you have your heating cost divided by like, 8, 10, like 20 other people. So that's also not something that you're like directly affected by. And another, like one of the major costs, which is transportation. Like if you're just using public transportation, like it's really not a big thing that has changed. But if you're using a car, then of course, then it's a little bit more expensive now than it used to be.
As I already said in the video before, when applying for our value package, we always try that you can save a bit of money. Remember, we have the incoming insurance up to 92 days for free. There's the cashback of the value package of 49 euro for the blocked account. And you will also have the ISIC card as a discount card also. So if you maybe need to apply for a new tablet or something like this, there are really great discounts involved, so that we always try also to make it happen that you can save money.
Yeah. I mean, ISIC cards are definitely very interesting because you are getting some kind of deals like 10% off, 20% off on different kind of activities, different kind of shows, theaters, things like that. So that's something that you should, that you're getting anyways as a bonus when you're applying for the value package. So all of this is like pretty nice. And like we wanted to speak to you about this, that like, okay, 934 euros now, right? Like this is still your money. Like this is still going to be in your own blocked account. It is going to be still in your own bank account. You will be able to decide how you want to use this money, but it is just an extra security on the government side that you, when you come to Germany, you can focus on your studies and you don't have to worry too much about how you want to, like, über die Runden kommen. So
Yeah.
that's something which is very important.
So I guess also it's good to have this 934 euro. Just imagine you are getting short in money, and then your parents have to transfer on a monthly basis euro from India or wherever they are to your account, producing additional banking fees.
Yeah.
That really doesn't make sense.
Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, and also like additional effort and stress, things like that, all of this doesn't make sense. So yeah, like, yeah, the blocked account amount has changed, but it is still your own money and you can decide to use it however you want. And with the entire inflation thing, like I said, like, you will really not feel it that much if you're a student. If you are somebody who is already owning a house and things like that, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. You will definitely see these things. But so far, things are still looking more or less normal, Dom, in Germany. It's not like anarchy or something that, like,
No.
news media
No.
tries to show, which is a
Everything is
bit
fine.
ridiculous, yeah.
Yeah, everything's good.
Yeah, because like I think this is why I wanted to make this video, that many people like get really scared. Like I remember the entire time, like when the war started, when the inflation started kicking in, like everybody got really really scared that, like, now there's going to be like hunger, and like I don't know, that people are not going to be able to afford their houses, things like that. And if you see now, like most of the people like were able to figure out a way, and they were able to be just fine, like without any kind of like massive problems during these times. So things are normal. You can still come, and it's a nice place to be at. And yeah, like, keep working on your goals for Germany, and you will someday definitely be here. Bye bye.
See you here. Bye, guys.